think of. It's not carbon dioxide. It is the most prevalent gas on Earth. In fact, about 78% of everything you inhale is this stuff. Yes, you are correct. It is nitrogen. Except for it's not in gas form anymore. We have nitrogen in liquid form. So what kind of observations can we make about it right now? It's bubbling, it's boiling. That's because this room is so hot compared to it. It's very cold. I have to wear all the safety equipment just to handle it. Liquid nitrogen is so cold that if you put a banana in there, you can pull it out again and shatter it like glass. Does anyone know how cold liquid nitrogen is? Go ahead. Very close. It's negative 196 degrees, but it's also affected by what altitude it's at. Here in Calgary, water boils at about 90 degrees. So it really depends on your altitude as well. But nitrogen is negative 196 degrees. That's colder than the coldest natural place on Earth. Heck, that's colder than the surface of the moon. So this stuff is incredibly cold. It also has a lot of potential energy. Or this room is giving it a lot of potential energy. This room's about 220 degrees warmer than the nitrogen in here. So it's causing the nitrogen to boil off and turn into a gas. Now, one of the cool things is when nitrogen boils off and turns into a gas, it also expands into a larger space. It expands about 700 times. So in a gas form, this will take up 700 beakers. Anyways, you're wondering why that's relevant. Let me tell you why it's relevant. Over here we have our very own liquid nitrogen cannon. And what we are going to do is pour some liquid nitrogen in there. We're going to add some water to it. And then we're going to see what happens when it fills up a space with nowhere to go. So we're just going to pour this liquid nitrogen in there now. So just a heads up, this is going to be quite loud. So if you're going to cover your ears, make sure you do not do this. You will be unable to carry on the experiment if you see anybody doing this, because if your fingers are in your ears, you can get scared and startled and accidentally poke your eardrums. So if you're going to cover your ears, take the palms of your hands and go like this. If I see anyone with their fingers, I can't carry on this experiment. Looks like we're looking pretty good. We're filtering the liquid nitrogen down in there. We're pulling this part out. Don't worry guys, you don't have to cover your ears yet. We still have to have the nitrogen expand in there. And what we'll be doing is we'll be adding some water to it. Alright. We've just added about 30 milliliters of water, which is relatively very warm. Now we've shut it, so the nitrogen in there is boiling rapidly and expanding and filling the pop bubble. Here in Calgary, we sit at about 14 psi. That's pounds per square inch. That's exerted on us by the atmosphere, gravity, everything else. Inside of a pop bottle inside there, it's currently experiencing 60 psi, which is quite a bit of pressure. Your car tires are at about 30 psi. Road bikes are about 90 psi, which it currently is at. Alright, if you're going to cover your ears, now's the time. Alright, pressure is still building up inside our cannon here. There's no going back now. We're up to 150 psi. Up to 180. Oh boy, here we go. Oh! There we go. Alright guys, if I can get your help to pick up all the balls, that is great. But please do not come up onto the stage. If you can put the balls into the box screen, that'd be great. Those can go in there as well. Thanks a lot, guys. That is the energy show for today. If you are interested in seeing some more science experiments, we'll be having a demo in there at 2 o'clock. Other than that, have a great day at Telestar. And if you have any questions, feel free to stay behind.